What is up, everyone? My name is Jack Saffel, back again with another video, and today I'm here with my WWE Royal Rumble 2018 review, the first proper pay-per-view for the main roster. And you know what? This was a good start to the fucking year, I will say. The two Royal Rumble matches that we got were fucking great. I loved both of them. As for the rest of the card, well, we'll get into that later on as we get to the review. But you know what, we'll just skim through the pre-show, as I did miss it since I was at work when it was taking place. So on the pre-show, we had the good lucha dudes, Kalisto, Gran, Metalik, and Lince Dorado. That's not their names, that's just the names they should be called. And they beat TJP, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak. The Revival actually beat Luke Gallows and Karl, which I was not expecting, so they're at one apiece because 50-50 booking will always reign supreme. And Mojo Rawley answered the US Championship Open Challenge by Bobby Roode and not Dolph Ziggler, but don't worry, we might get some Ziggler later on, and Bobby Roode retained the US title, thankfully. We'll get on to the actual show, which was the opening match being the handicap match for the WWE title, which was a weird choice. I thought they'd open up with like one of the Rumble matches, but nah, fine by me. AJ Styles defending against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and I caught like the second half of the match when I got home from work, and from what I saw, it seemed like a pretty solid match. There was a Moon Daily Reverse DDT. I spelled it wrong in my tweets here, so I don't know what that could have been. Sami Zayn hit a Blue Thunder Bomb in the match, and the near fall was so good. Like, he kicked out at 2 3/4, and I flipped out. There was a phenomenal forearm hit by AJ, but Kevin Owens broke it up. Sami gets thrown to the outside, and a pop-up powerbomb by Kevin Owens, but that got reversed into a roll-up to AJ Styles retaining the WWE Championship, which, fine by me. I did predict that to happen, so yeah, nothing too surprising there. It looks like I can't really give a proper rating to this match and tell you what I thought about it, but it looked pretty good. I mean, it's AJ Styles, you can't exactly go wrong with that. So yeah, I'd say this match was pretty decent from what I saw. Oh, I completely forgot. Kevin wasn't the legal man when AJ pinned him. I completely forgot to talk about that. So, yeah, I think Sami was tagged as the legal man, but Kevin got pinned. So, backstage, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were given a mouthful to Shane McMahon and asked, "Did you see that, Shane? Did you see AJ pinning me even though I was the illegal man?" And he goes, "Yep." So, that's probably going to be talked about more on the next episode of SmackDown Live, which should be interesting to see. After that, we got the 2 out of 3 falls match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. It was the Usos defending against Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. And, yeah, this was a pretty good match. Pretty good match, I will say. Gable and Benjamin were aiming at Jimmy Uso's leg throughout the majority of the match. And Chad Gable hit a really cool Tiger Suplex. And Benjamin almost had it with powerbombing Jay into Jimmy. And then Gable hit just a beautiful moonsault to the outside. He is such a talented performer. I know he's great with Shelton Benjamin, but honestly, I wouldn't be mad if Chad Gable went on a singles run, to be honest. Jay hit the splash from the top rope and a kick out. Yeah, it was at a point where like, shit, are they going to even hit a fall on each other? They hit the, Gable and Benjamin hit a powerbomb diving clothesline combination that they do as their finishing move to the outside. So the first fall victory was Usos just super kicking one of Benjamin or Gable, and then the second fall was, I think, some sort of a roll up. And yeah, 2-0, the Usos win the SmackDown Tag Team titles, or retain them. It was really interesting to see, because usually in these 2 out of 3 falls match, it's always one apiece. It just so happens it's one apiece. So it's interesting to see, and I actually kind of like that we, for once, actually saw someone get 2 in a row, because we really rarely see that in 2 out of 3 falls matches. So, but that little teeny bit of a shock value, I will say it was good, but I can understand why some people wouldn't be a fan of the ending, but you know what, it wasn't that bad for me, and yeah, fine enough match, I guess. Then we get to the Men's Royal Rumble match. God damn this match. This fucking match, man. So, we start things off with entrant 1 and 2 being Rusev and Finn Balor. Rhino entered at number 3. Number 4 was Baron Corbin, which he ended up eliminating Rhino later on. And Corbin ends up getting eliminated by Balor, and now he's taken. And then afterwards, Corbin, being a sore loser, just grabbed everyone from out of the ring and just beat them up because, you know, he's a little bitch who can't accept losing. And Heath Slater at number 5, he came out at the number 5th. He came out as the 5th entrant. Baron Corbin beat him up on the stage, and it became a running gag throughout the next couple of entrants for someone to just kick Heath Slater on the ground or to just beat him up a bit, poor fella. Number 6 was Elias, and he sang a song for a bit with his guitar and all that. And at number 7, the NXT champion, Andrade Cien Almas, came out, and he actually lasted a pretty long time in the Rumble. He was very impressive. Of course, if you guys don't watch NXT, he was the NXT champion, had a fucking amazing match against Johnny Gargano last night at TakeOver Philadelphia. And yeah, to see him out here in this match was pretty cool to see. Number 8 was Bray Wyatt, and the running gag with Heath Slater getting attacked kept going. Big E came out at number 9, and he was the only person that actually kind of helped out Slater. He fed him some pancakes that he pulled out of his tights, which is kind of gross, but hey, nothing wrong with some pancakes, just not when it's been in your sweaty ball sack. Number 10 was Ty Dillinger. Well, we thought it was going to be Ty Dillinger at number 10, but he got beat up backstage by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and Owens saying, look, get into the Royal Rumble match, you know, and win it for us. So instead of Ty Dillinger, we got Sami Zayn in the Royal Rumble, and yeah, he lasted an alright time in there. Sheamus entered at number 11. Heath Slater finally got back into the ring, and he fucking eliminated Sheamus in the upset of the night. Jobber Heath Slater eliminates Sheamus, only for Bray Wyatt to chuck him out later, so that didn't really mean much. Number 12 was Xavier Woods. Number 13 was Apollo Crews, coming out to absolutely no reaction whatsoever. It's sad to see how far Apollo Crews has fallen. He had so much potential, but hasn't really reached it yet. You can blame WWE's booking for this, but oh well. Number 14 was the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. When he came in, he eliminated Sami Zayn. Number 15 was Cesaro. Number 16 was Kofi Kingston. So all 3 members of the New Day entered, and Crews got eliminated by Cesaro. Number 17 was Jinder Mahal. Number 18 was Seth Rollins. I think I fucked up my numbers there. Xavier and Big E got eliminated, and Cesaro got eliminated, and I don't know what the hell was up with Seth Rollins' pants. He had like flames going up to it. He reminds me of that cooking dude, that Guy Fieri or whatever his fucking name is, you know, the guy with the bleach blonde spiky hair. Like that guy, he was watching a show and go, yeah, that'll do for Trunks. So I didn't get that, but of course, because Kofi is in a Royal Rumble match, he has to do something skits. So when he got pushed out of the ring, one of his feet landed on the pancakes, and Big E and Xavier helped him. They lifted up the pancakes and pogoed him back into the ring. Kofi Kingston, man, when it comes to Royal Rumble matches, he's always the highlight that you got to watch out for, because it's like, oh, how the hell is he going to get back into the ring now? So Almas eliminated Kofi right afterwards. Number 19 was Matt Hardy. And I noticed one thing about the Royal Rumble. There were like 90-second intervals. I swear, there were some intervals that weren't 90 seconds. Some lasted for like 2 or 3 minutes, and some lasted like a lot quicker. So, I don't know. I think they just did it just for convenience. Matt and Bray both eliminate each other. And then at number 20 was Mr. Rapidu, John Cena. We all knew he was going to be in this match. So he came out at number 20 and eliminated Elias, getting some revenge on him getting attacked at Raw 25. And then number 21. Entry number 21 is... What? What? The Hurricane? Oh, that's fucking sick. That's fucking sick. Now, I had heard some things about Hurricane maybe coming back to the WWE soon, but I wasn't expecting him to be in the fucking Royal Rumble match. Like, this was crazy to see. It was pretty awesome because he tried to chokeslam John Cena and just failed miserably, and he ended up getting eliminated, which kind of sucked, but it was nice to see him in the ring again. Number 22 was Aiden English, and number 23 was Adam Cole, baby! Even though he did lose his Extreme Rules match against Aleister Black, he was still selling like his arm and shit like that, and his back, which was pretty cool to see. Nice to see him actually sell his injuries. Aiden English got eliminated not too far from that. Number 24 was Randy Orton, and he hit a RKO out of nowhere on Cien Almas and gets him eliminated. Number 25 was Titus O'Neil. Number 26 was The Miz. And Rollins hit a big super kick. But at number 27, someone who hadn't been in the WWE for a while came back. And that man... Alright, number 27. Is Roman going to come out? Just let him out already. What? What? Rey Mysterio? Oh my god, Campbell's gonna flip out. Was Rey Mysterio. Holy shit. Campbell, just by hearing me say that, has probably had 10 orgasms. The king is back. The king is back, and we need to have Rey Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 34 with Campbell as the fucking special guest referee. It needs to happen. It needs to happen, man. And, like, put on the 619 Live Championship and make that whole fucking division run, man. That needs to happen, WWE. If you don't let that happen, I'm canceling the network. At number 28 was the big dog, Roman Reigns. He eliminates Titus. Reigns eliminates The Miz with the help of Seth Rollins, but because Roman Reigns, being the nice guy that he is, eliminates Seth Rollins, but Rollins, like, when he got eliminated, he was like, yeah, I should have seen that coming. Like, why would you be smiling about that? Wouldn't you be pissed that you got eliminated from the Royal Rumble? But nah, it's your buddy, so that's all good. Number 29 was Goldust, and everyone was speculating, oh, who's number 30 going to be? Is it going to be someone crazy? Dolph Ziggler. Alright, I know he stripped himself of the United States Championship, and he entered the ring, and he got eliminated. I think he super kicked Goldust at one point, but Finn Balor eliminated Ziggler, so yeah, it could have been better, but you know what, I'm happy Dolph Ziggler got a little bit of a moment there. That was cool to see. However, when it got to the final 6 people, Rey Mysterio, John Cena, and Randy Orton, along with Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Roman Reigns, that's when shit hit the fucking fan. This was when it started to get crazy. Roman eliminated Randy. Balor eliminated Rey Mysterio after he hit like a 619 on some of the other guys. And then it was down to the final 4. The 2 Japanese IWC lovers, Shinsuke Nakamura and Finn Balor, and the 2 Vince's big sweaty men, Roman and John Cena. And, oh man, I was just on the edge of my seat the entire match. Cena eliminates Finn Balor, and I'm like, fuck, come on, Shinsuke. And they both work on Shinsuke for a while, and but Cena tries to hit attitude adjustment on him or something, and he ends up getting eliminated, I believe, by Shinsuke Nakamura, and it's down to him and the big dog, Roman Reigns. Roman hits a spear on Shinsuke, and it was just like, it was crazy. Like, Shinsuke tried to eliminate Roman by doing the Benoit spot from 04, but that didn't end up working out. But when Roman went for the spear, he just hit him with the Kinshasa right in his face, throws him over the top rope, and Shinsuke Nakamura wins the Royal Rumble match. Fantastic. Fucking fantastic match. It was just, especially when it got to those final 6 people, it was just so good. Like, I was on the edge of my seat the entire time watching that, and the surprise entrants were really good. Like Rey Mysterio and the Hurricane, I was not expecting those two. I'm not sure if they're gonna show up on 205 Live, because Daniel Bryan said that there will be a general manager for 205 Live, so it would either have to be one of those two, surely. The NXT entrants were cool, Cien Almas and Adam Cole, so that was pretty nice to see. And of course, the ending with the 6 guys was just like on the edge of your seat. Like, you were just wanting Shinsuke Nakamura or Finn Balor to just win the Rumble, and thankfully WWE got it right with this Royal Rumble. It's nice to see them. I feel like this may have been their apology for 2015 to the Philadelphia crowd after Roman Reigns won in 2015, and they just completely shut the bed in that match. So I feel like this was their way of saying, yeah, sorry guys, here's Shinsuke, you get your boy to win. So yeah, I'd have to say it's one of the best Royal Rumble matches in years, in my opinion. It was fucking fantastic. And after that, we got to the Raw Tag Team title match between Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan, defending against Cesaro and Sheamus. Honestly, I'll be honest with you, I don't give a shit about this match. Everyone was just exhausted. The crowd was just about done. At this point, they were done. Even Corey Graves in commentary was exhausted. But because I think Jason Jordan is injured at the moment, he didn't really do much in this match. Seth Rollins basically worked the majority of this match. And when he went to tag in Jason Jordan, Jordan tagged back out and just walked down, and Seth Rollins and Cesaro and Sheamus won back the Raw Tag Team titles. And yeah, sick. Then we get to the Triple Threat Universal title match between Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, and Kane. And it was alright. It was okay, I guess. Kane changed his attire for the first time since 2011. Okay, Corporate Kane doesn't count. I'm talking about Demon Kane. As the Demon Kane, he hasn't changed his attire since 2011. He just had a flame going up his leg. But this time, he's got the flame covering his body, which, you know, not that big of a difference. But hey, it's a change. I'll take it. So, Kane hit a chokeslam right out of the gate. Strowman punched Lesnar's chair out of his hand when he was going to hit him with the chair. And Braun Strowman kneed Brock in the face. And I think he accidentally did it a bit too hard, because Brock got legit pissed off at him and just punched him in the face a couple of times. Especially, there was one hit where he just locked him, which looked really cool. But poor Braun, you needed to chill, bro, because Brock could fuck you up. He's a legit UFC fighter, man. Took him to Suplex City. Power slam through the table. Just your typical wooden table. And Kane breaks it up. Kane pushes Braun through the table, which looked really weak, in my opinion. Brock Lesnar hit the F5 to Kane, and he hit an F5 through the announce table to Braun Strowman. And to get revenge on him from SummerSlam last year, he fucking flipped the table over. No, JBL wasn't there. He could have flipped the table over, but no. It was Brock Lesnar getting his revenge. He hits the F5 on Kane through the third announce table. And Braun Strowman got up and hit 2 power slams on Brock. But Kane returns with a chair. Lesnar pushes Kane into Strowman, hits the F5 onto a chair, and Lesnar retains the championship. So, wow, big shocker. But Braun needs to win that Universal title this year. It has to happen. It has to happen at some point. I know this is the big build between Roman and Brock 2 at WrestleMania, but I wasn't honestly expecting much out of this match. And you know what? I got exactly what I was expecting. A few cool spots, Braun doing some cool shit, but you know what? Brock was just going to win. And yeah, I wasn't that disappointed, but it would have been better if like we got a surprise win from Braun Strowman. Just be a nice little bonus. And then we get to the main event. The Women's Royal Rumble match. Yes, the Women's Royal Rumble match main evented. That is a big moment for the women's division on WWE. But unfortunately, we had to have Stephanie McMahon on commentary, and we all know my feelings on Stephanie McMahon. Ugh. So, yeah, she was tolerable. Not much, but yeah, she was tolerable. Number 1 and number 2 were Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch, kicking things off of this match. Good way to start, I'd say. Number 3 was Sarah Logan from the Riot Squad. Number 4 was Mandy Rose from Absolution. And number 5, Lita, came out, which was awesome to see. Love me some Lita. And she did really well in this match. She eliminated Mandy Rose and eliminated a few other people, I think. She went on a roll in this match, actually. Oh, no, I think it was someone else. Number 6 was Kairi Sane from the winner of the Mae Young Classic and also from NXT. And, God, she's the cutest little thing ever. I love her. Number 7, Tamina, so sick. Like, Lita was so good in this match. She hit a fucking lead assault on both Becky and Sasha, which was cool. And she even eliminated Tamina. And Becky eliminated Lita, which, that was crazy. Number 8 was Dana Brooke. Cool. But number 9 was Tori Wilson. And can I just say, and I said this in the Raw 25 roast that I did with Campbell, like, she has not aged a day, man. She is still just as fucking gorgeous as I remembered her, man. Like, goddamn. God bless Tori Wilson. She even eliminated Dana Brooke, so can't even be mad at her. Number 10 was Sonya Deville, so put your hair up and square up. God, it's the shittiest catchphrase ever. Poor Sonya Deville. Number 11 was Liv Morgan, which she had so much eyeliner on. She looked like she just watched a My Chemical Romance music video for the first time and go, fuck yeah, I'll put on some eyeliner for once. Number 12 was Molly Holly. It was good to see her back. She did the Molly flip or tumble. She did that front flip thing where she like lands on the opponent's abdomen area. Really cool. Number 13 was Lana. Number 14 was Michelle McCool, which was also a cool surprise to see. She went on a fucking roll in this match, I will say. She eliminated both Sonya Deville and Liv Morgan and a few other people. Molly Holly, when she got eliminated, nearly dived on the cameraman. It's a poor camera guy. Number 15, Ruby Riott came out. And number 16, Vicky Guerrero. It had been a while since I've seen that crazy bitch. And she was just screaming, "Excuse me!" the entire time she was in the ring. And all the women around was just like, shut this bitch up. And just threw her out immediately. Number 17 was Carmella. Vicky, obviously being upset with getting thrown out, took her Money in the Bank and smacked her in the face with it. Like, Jesus Christ, Vicky, I haven't seen you that angry before. But number 18 was Natalya, but Carmella fought back against her because Natty tried to beat her up for some reason, and she entered the match. And at number 19, the greatest women's wrestler of all time, Kelly showed up. Just, don't get me wrong, she's gorgeous, but she cannot wrestle to save her fucking life. Oh, man. But Natty eliminated Michelle McCool, so it was good to be back in 2010. Number 20 was Naomi, she's one of my favorites in the modern women's wrestling world. Ruby Riott eliminated Becky, which was sad to see because I love Becky Lynch. Jacqueline was number 21, the Hall of Famer. That was awesome. Number 22 was Nia Jax. She went on a roll for a bit. Jackie got eliminated. Kelly got eliminated. And Naomi, she fell onto some of the women on the outside, and she landed and sat on the barricade area for a bit. So I guess she's going to be the Kofi Kingston of the women's division when it comes to these Royal Rumbles. So yeah, alright. Number 23 was the NXT Women's Champion, Ember Moon, still selling the arm from last night's takeover against Shayna Baszler after she just ruined her arm. She tried to do like an eclipse at one point, but her arm was just too fucked up. And Naomi used the chair, used one Maria Menounos, or whatever her fucking name is, chair, as to carry herself back into the ring, which was really cool. Number 24 was the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix, but yeah, Naomi got eliminated. But yeah, Beth Phoenix came back. She still looked great as well. Staring down with Nia Jax, that was pretty cool. She ended up picking her up at one point, which was just crazy strength. And she even teamed up with Natty, the Divas of Doom, if you remember that. They were a team in 2011, 2012. And Natalya ended up turning on poor Beth Phoenix. Son of a bitch. Number 25, Asuka came out, and that's when just things went crazy. She eliminated a few people. Number 26 was Mickie James, which, yeah, good to see her in the match. And number 27, Nikki Bella. Now, I was kind of expecting her to come out at one point. I mean, she's one of the biggest women's superstars of all time, much to my chagrin. But oh well, she's improved in the last year or so it's not that bad. But unfortunately, at number 28, we hear Brie Bella came out, and not that I have a problem with Brie Bella either. It's just her theme song gives me cancer. I just fucking hate it so much. And the Bellas eliminate Nia Jax. Oh no, the Bellas eliminate Nia and get the help from everyone else in the ring. Number 29 was Bayley, and I was wondering who number 30 was going to be. Ended up being Trish Stratus, which made sense. You know, she's probably the most recognizable women's wrestler of all time. Maybe besides Fabulous Moolah and Mae Young. But, so, yeah, I wasn't mad at all that she was number 30. There was a little stare down between Trish and Mickie, which, if you were watching wrestling in 2005 and 2006, then, yeah, they had a bit of an interesting history. So, yeah, some lesbian pollen during that. Yeah, everyone just eliminated Nia Jax. And Sasha Banks eliminated Bayley, which kind of surprised me. I'm not sure if that's a heel turn or not, or it's the Royal Rumble, it's every woman for herself. Like Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss were sitting in the chairs watching the match while this was happening, and Charlotte was like, wait, what the fuck? When that happened. Trish kicked to Natalya, she gets eliminated, and Sasha Banks eliminates Trish Stratus, which, holy shit, what a big moment for Sasha. And Asuka imitated Sasha's boss thing that she does in her entrance, which was pretty cute. But also, not only is Asuka cute, she's fucking scary as well. And there was one point where I was like, oh, don't eliminate Asuka, guys. And the Bellas eliminate Sasha, and Nikki eliminated Brie, which was a bit of a shock, I will say. I'm surprised she didn't scream at her, I wish you died in the womb. And it was down to Asuka and Nikki Bella. So it was kind of similar to the men's match, where it's like two people that no one wants to see win, and two people that people actually wouldn't be mad if they won. So, and one of them being Japanese. So they fought on the apron for a bit, but Asuka ended up hitting Nikki was something, and yeah, she rolled out of the ring, and Asuka won the Royal Rumble, which I predicted correctly. So yeah, the two Japanese people winning the Royal Rumble. That's pretty cool to see. Asuka, which everyone saw, if anyone deserved to win that Royal Rumble, it was her. And so Charlotte and Alexa get into the ring, and so she's deciding, alright, what title am I going to face for? But before she can even decide what belt she's going to fight for, guess who comes out? Ronda motherfucking Rousey shows up, and yeah, she's smiling and all that, which I don't know why she was smiling. If she wanted to be the full badass UFC superstar kind of thing, she'd just go in there with a stern look and just stare everyone down. And everyone was saying when Ronda came out that she outshined Asuka's moment, which I can kind of see why people are thinking that. But then again, she really kind of didn't. She just pointed at the sign and that was it. That's all she really did. Because when she went to shake Asuka's hand, Asuka didn't shake her hand back. She was like, no, fuck you. You're in my industry, bitch. I don't shake hands with, like, an MMA fighter. Because, in a way, that's how people in mixed martial art think of professional wrestlers and professional wrestling. They look at professional wrestling and go, oh, who would watch this fucking fake gay bullshit? Watch UFC. That's real shit, you know? So, it's interesting to see, like, the reversal kind of thing. It's like, how dare you come into my sport and think you're instantly the top shit kind of a thing. So maybe that's where Asuka's thinking in her head. Like, this bitch thinks she can just walk on in and just take my spotlight. That could be an interesting storyline if they do Asuka versus Ronda Rousey. And people are complaining like, oh, Ronda's going to beat Asuka, giving her first loss. And I'm like, well, if Asuka's going to lose to anyone, it might as well be a legit UFC fighter. Why is that such a bad thing? It makes sense. I'd rather her lose to Ronda Rousey than, honestly, anyone else on the roster. Maybe Charlotte Flair, but let's be real. Who else can possibly beat Asuka? Like, but that's going to be an interesting thing to see on Raw tomorrow. And, Ronda went over to Stephanie McMahon near the commentary booth, and Stephanie's just staring at her in disgust because if you guys don't remember at WrestleMania 31, Ronda Rousey, when she was still with UFC at the time, pretty much embarrassed Stephanie McMahon, put her in like a hold, and threw her out of the ring with The Rock and Triple H with Stephanie's side. It was a cool WrestleMania moment. And yeah, this is going to be it for the show. My match of the night, I have to give it to the Men's Royal Rumble match. It was just fantastic. It drained the life out of everyone, but man, seeing the Hurricane and Rey Mysterio come back was just fantastic, and just the way it all played out, especially in those last minutes, were just great. There was just some fun little bits in there, like Heath Slater getting beat up anytime someone new came out. And yeah, it was just a fun, great match overall. One of the best Royal Rumble matches in years. And we got a winner that didn't piss people off for a change. What I'm going to rate this show, give it a 7.5. And the reason I'm giving it a 7.5 is because the two Royal Rumble matches were great, but the rest of the card didn't really do much. Like, the opening match was fine, and the Universal title match was alright, but the two tag title matches, I mean, they were okay. But, like, thankfully we had the two other Royal Rumble matches to kind of back things up. So, yeah, that's why I'm giving it 7.5. And, yeah, I'm going to wrap up this video here. Hope you have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below what you thought of the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And if you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. You'd be glad you did. Twitter and Instagram is at JackmanLaw for anyone if you want to check me out there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out in 3, 2, 1.